Get therapy.
I'm not ready.
Get therapy.
What is up, Wikimaniacs, and welcome to another Am I the Asshole episode of Reddit on Wiki. Joined as usual by my boys, Josh and Sean. What's up, fellas?
How's it going?
Whoa, no one cares.
Anyways,
Move on.
and we're moving on from that. We don't care because today we have a very special guest. And please, I'm nervous as hell because I don't want to butcher this because I totally marked out when I first asked him to join us. But today we got former WWE superstar, current TNA color commentator, Twitch streamer, rebooked podcast host, whiskey connoisseur, voice actor. This man can do it all. Wikimaniacs, please welcome the drama king himself, Matt Raywald. What's up, man?
Gentlemen. Wow, that was
Ooh.
good. I prided myself from a long stretch of my career on doing intros, and that was pretty good.
Whoa.
That was pretty good.
What a
And
compliment.
I just gotta say, look, I'm happy to put another notch. White guys in podcasting needed a leg up. So I'm
You and me,
happy to
buddy.
step
You and
in
me.
here. That's right. Even these odds, it only seemed fair.
Not even the odds. The odds have never been more in your favor.
I think if it's the tag team match, Whites versus Browns, I think we're going to get our ass kicked, buddy.
I think we win, and I don't even have to lift a finger.
I will not take a chop, please. I'm scared as hell.
You and me both. Dude, I don't like those. Dude, I will avoid those at all. And I can't give them either. I'll tell you that much. I've tried for 15 years. I can't give a good one. No, I'm done. So I just gave up trying.
Oh, man. But yes, we are joined today by, again, the drama king himself, Matt Raywald. And we're going to be judging assholes today. And we're going to have a guest host that's going to be helping us out. But before we get started, Josh, Sean, any announcement you'd like to make before we start the episode, buddies?
No.
Don, do it up.
Okay, well, we have the merch store. It's up. Reddit.wikishop.com. We also, at the time of recording, have 14 tickets left to our live show, our very first live show in Toronto. So if you'd like to see that, if you'd like to have a chance to buy the exclusive merch as well, and I will be sending out a pre-order shirt thing. But yeah, if you want to come see us live in Toronto, first time ever, 14 tickets still available
Hell yeah.
at the time of recording. Fingers crossed they're no longer available by the time you're listening to this. But if they are, make sure you get them up. Also, no, that's all I got.
Okay.
that's
Thank you
it.
so
There's
much.
no
Yeah, I was
other
gonna say-
announcements you could have. So-
None. That's it.
I wasn't
Matt-
sure if I said shop Reddit.wikishop.com.
Yeah, you got that one. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
Matt
get that
might
in.
show up for a cameo and just give every single one of us a body slam. So we shall see.
Wait a minute, but I got to work the ring rust off every now and then. Just
Hell
don't
yeah.
sandbag me.
All right.
Then-
We'll try not to.
That's when I start shooting on people. When you sandbag me, then you're catching a real one.
Yeah, we don't want receipts. We don't want receipts, please. All right. So first story of the day. This one is posted by Fickle _caller 2459. The title is, "Am I the asshole for replacing pictures of my cousins with pictures of my dog?"
Is it your own house? That would be my first question.
Yeah, there's a lot of context missing.
You're just
on
replacing them at
this.
grandma's house? That'd be
Yeah.
a little questionable.
But also kind of a funny prank. As long as you still have the pictures of the cousins, it's not too bad.
I'm
True.
like, there's probably a bad way. I'm a huge dog person though. So
Same.
there's more dogs, better, more pictures, better. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go, no, please show me. Show us your dog. Why are we not getting, are there pictures attached to this post?
There better
Because
be.
if there's
There's
not,
there's
the real
none.
questions.
There's
Oh,
none,
then
unfortunately.
you
Well,
are
okay.
the asshole.
I change it. You are the asshole because you didn't share the dog pics, dude. Come on. You can't. Anyway, let's hear him out.
All right. Story goes as this. My grandpa's birthday was a couple weeks ago. 6 weeks before his birthday, I texted all of my siblings and cousins, there's 9 of us, and told them to send me a picture of themselves within the next 4 weeks so I could put it on a phone case for our grandpa's birthday.
Oh,
2
on a
weeks
phone
later,
case.
I sent the text again saying I needed a picture of them, and anybody that chooses not to send a picture will be replaced by a picture of my dog.
Oh, you were straight up then.
I had 3 cousins tell me to screenshot something from their Instagrams. I didn't respond. I sent a text out the day before. I put in the order saying anybody that did not send a picture of themselves in the next 24 hours would be replaced by pictures of my dog. Again, that's the second warning that they gave. The same 3 cousins never sent the pictures. Their spots have my dog in a sombrero, my dog at the pumpkin patch, and my dog in a chicken costume.
Hell yes.
Beautiful.
It's a
Why
much
are-
better phone case.
But
Yeah.
now I'm even more upset that those aren't attached to the post.
Yeah,
For real.
right? Come on.
What the hell?
They came over for my grandpa's birthday and saw him open his new phone case. They saw that their pictures weren't on the case and got mad at me for not picking something off their Instagrams like they told me to. I said that I sent 3 reminders to send me a picture with a clear warning that anybody that did not send a picture would be replaced with a picture of the dog. They knew exactly what would happen. My grandpa finds it hilarious, but their parents are telling my parents that I kept them off the phone case on purpose and they want me to apologize. So am I the asshole for replacing them with pictures of my dog because they never sent me a picture?
No.
Fuck no.
Man, I was ready to come on this show and like I was ready to tell you guys like I'm a devil's advocate guy. I can see every angle. You know what I mean? Like I can argue, I'll argue the side nobody wants to. But
Yeah.
come on, dude. You gave fair warning, written textual fair warnings in like laid out in plain English. And you know, the list of demands was there, that the threat was there.
Yeah.
Like I made it clear.
Lots of
And-
time.
Plenty of time.
Yeah, exactly. And you're doing everything. You know what I mean? Like you're getting all the pictures.
Yes.
And putting them on the phone case, getting the phone case, doing everything for them as a present. The
And
least they
I'm
could
sorry,
do.
this is like the cousin generation. This isn't. So this is for a grandpa. Then there's his children, and then there's the cousins. These are, I'm assuming, youngish people, and there ain't
Yeah.
nobody of that generation who thinks like, oh, just screenshot my Instagram. It's going to be the same quality of the 800 photos you literally have in your box on your phone. That they've made it so you can hit 2 buttons.
Yeah,
To
literally.
text someone a photo from your library. Bro, no excuse.
It's crazy.
I'm actually gonna go asshole on this one.
He's
I
starting
could have
He's
responded to
starting
your cousins and been like, "Hey, I know you requested this." No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, not the asshole. This, yeah, ample time to respond, multiple requests with detailed instructions. I mean, could you have, whenever they were like, "Take one off my Instagram," you could have been like, "Nah," but also that's the same thing as being silent.
You know,
Yeah.
though, I would have. I mean, it's Instagram, so ideally it's your most curated self or whatever. But still, I would scrub their Instagrams for the worst,
the worst
photo.
photo.
Ooh.
You
Yeah.
told me to
I
just
like
grab one,
this.
bro. You told me
Yeah.
to grab one. Grab some weird thing off one of their stories or one of their tagged photos, not
I was
their
going to
photo.
suggest that. Yup,
No.
for
Like,
sure.
it was on your Instagram. I don't know what you want from me. All you said was grab one from IG. I did exactly that. Malicious compliance works every time.
Oh,
Genius.
Oh, maybe
Genius.
also make the photo just worse quality on purpose. To be
Yeah.
like, these are the grandchildren that don't really love you. Grandpa. I don't know what to
Screenshot the
say.
screenshot and then screenshot it
Pixelated.
again.
Yep.
Oh, screenshot and don't even crop it. How
Don't
about
crowd.
that?
Yeah,
That's
it's
even
still got the
worse.
There
frame
we
in
go.
there, the
Yep,
battery life from the
absolutely.
Yeah.
phone. Yeah.
How many likes they have.
Yeah. How unpopular they are.
Tough.
Just public shame 101.
Exactly. Every time Grandpa looks at his phone. Yeah, my grandkids are losers.
Just these 3 specifically. The rest of them pretty chill dudes.
I'm tired of getting flamed, Grandpa. That's too damn bad.
Too damn bad.
Pwned, kid. Do people still say pwned?
I
Am
haven't
I
heard
dating
in quite
myself
a
there?
while.
I'm dating myself hard with pwned. Oh my God.
I haven't heard that since 2000.
That tells me everything I need to know. Woo! I'll see myself
Oh,
that way.
I used to watch that Pure Ponage show though on the internet.
Oh,
That's an old one.
I don't even
I don't know
that
that
one.
one.
Is that
No.
even older than it was?
Maybe
Canadian,
you're
Josh, you should
aging
know.
yourself now,
Mm.
Sean.
Well, it might be older than I was.
It might be older than
Golly.
you, to be quite honest.
Reddit deemed not the asshole for this one. Top comment, Hawaiian Stylin 808 commented, Grandpa liked it. That's all that matters. Not the asshole.
Amen.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Next story of the day. This one is posted by Evening Ambition 687. The title is, Am I the asshole for being upset with my boyfriend going to a Halloween party over New York City Marathon weekend? To which I'm running.
Ooh.
I got to imagine, that this is a hungover. This is a Seinfeld overslept, missed the race kind of. Only they're not the runner; they're the observer. But
Right.
I'm thinking hungover, missed their partner starting the race or whatever. Didn't catch up till mile 20 or something.
Yeah.
In which case, maybe. So.
As someone's wife who just ran a marathon and I was there for the whole thing, it does help. Like they like cheering them on and stuff. It does give them a bit of a spark, according to them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but So I would say, probably the asshole for, or not the asshole for her. He's the asshole.
Yeah. This is giving me the vibes. I saw a TikTok recently of like the whoever was running the marathon being like, "Oh man, the funny time when my fiance ate all my marathon snacks." And I was like, "Funny time? You need to leave."
I'm not even running a marathon. If someone ate my snacks, I am fighting.
No.
He just said he was hungry. It was hilarious.
Go get a
Was it?
snack.
I don't think so.
Straight to jail.
She's running for
exactly.
like
Right away.
4 to 5 hours. Go grab a snack somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, story goes as this. I, 27 female, and my boyfriend, 26 male, have been in a back and forth argument on who has the right stance on this. So here I am. In March 2025, I found out that I received a lottery acceptance into the New York City Marathon for November 2025. There was a 2% acceptance rate, and I was really excited, but really nervous. My boyfriend and I had been dating 4 to 5 months at this time, but have had intentions on this being a serious relationship from the get-go, so we moved forward with booking this trip to New York City. And they put, "We are traveling from Chicago."
Let's go, baby.
There's a reason why I picked this story. I know Matt is from Chicago.
Damn right.
Josh has just recently experienced Sienna running a marathon. I just came from New York City.
Whoa.
And then
I'm
I want to hear
here.
Sean's this. I want to hear Sean's
I'm
take on this.
Sean.
Sean likes Halloween.
I did my
parties.
part.
I didn't do fucking shit. We are going to be sharing a hotel room with my parents who are flying in from Florida to see me in the marathon. My best friend from college is also flying into New York City for this event as well. Flash forward to now, 17 days from the New York City Marathon, my boyfriend gets invited to a Halloween party in New York City by one of his coworkers that also lives in Chicago, but will be in New York City the same weekend we will be. I made it abundantly clear that I will not be attending parties or going out because of the upcoming marathon. I declined the invite, but he asked if my friend coming would want to go or he could just go by himself. I'm starting to get upset by this because I have been training for this marathon for the last 21 weeks, putting a lot of effort into creating an itinerary of places for us and my family to go while we are in New York City. While technically we don't have plans after our 7 p.m. Broadway show, he is expecting to still make it to his coworker's Halloween party afterwards. He says it's not that big of a deal since we don't have anything planned in the evening, so technically there is free time after the show. Further backstory, I'm not trying to be this crazy girlfriend that says he cannot go out with his friends or coworkers. His coworker lives in Chicago with us, and he could make plans to see any of his friends at any point in time. I have zero problem with that. This is also his female coworker that I have not met or crossed paths with since we have been dating for 11 months now. I know literally nothing about her besides her first name. I am selfishly making a big deal out of this trip because I am running in the marathon in New York City, and it's the whole point of the trip. Plus, I don't know how to explain to my parents why my boyfriend left our hotel room to go to see his coworker and other strangers I have never met before. I think that paints a terrible picture, and I feel like he is not acting like a supportive boyfriend. He says he won't be going, but I think he's just saying that because he knows how I feel about it now, instead of making me, his girlfriend, a priority in this trip. Am I the asshole for feeling upset about this?
Ooh.
This is a classic case of dude brain. Dudes love being technically right. Like there's nothing wrong. The time frame is free.
Right.
It's a friend. They haven't met. It's a little bit, but like, I'm not going to put things on the situation that aren't there.
Yeah.
This female coworker, but like, well, like we have the night free. We're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. They're having the party. Why not? It's technically nothing wrong. So dude brain versus common sense is going to lose another fight because like if you took 5 seconds, the entire reason you're doing the trip. If you were doing like a New York week and you happen to be doing this and that and something, and somebody said, oh, we're throwing a party while you're there. Cool. But like the entire purpose you booked the trip was to go support her in the race.
Right.
So that should be what it's kind of about. If you guys are having a chill night, you should have a chill night with her. That's
Exactly.
But I think he's just in, well, like, I mean, what? There's not technically anything going on, so why can't I? You know what I mean? There's no sign saying I can't, climb over the baseball fence. So I'm going to do it and fall over and break my arm. Like, it's that kind of stupid dude logic.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I think at the end of the day, he isn't going. So that's good. He's made the decision not to
True.
go,
That's
which
true.
is a good thing. So for her to continue to be upset about it is, if you're still upset, have a conversation. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, he did stay with you and hang out with you.
Well, presuming, right? This is in the future.
Oh,
That's true.
oh, yeah, it is. You're right.
So
Technically, it is.
he could renege on this or the day of, just be like, you know what?
I'm gonna
Babe,
go
I'm-
anyways.
That
But-
party, it's real chill. I'll be
Even
right
if
back.
he doesn't go, like, if he's not giving the vibe that it's like, oh yeah, you're right.
For
like,
her, yeah.
yeah,
Like-
and it's just like, oh yeah, I won't go because you don't want me to go. Then
Right.
Nobody wants that vibe. No one wants to feel like blame or like resent.
That's fair.
Like, oh, you're only doing this because I said, not because you really, see my point of view.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there is a point where, or there is a way where he's just being a
he's
dick.
still an asshole, or
Yeah,
still
yeah,
goes
yeah.
to
Sure.
the party and is as I'm just saying, in the current state we are in right now.
Currently, yeah.
I
with
don't-
what we have.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dumb of him. Exactly what you said, Matt. To be like, oh, I'll just go to this party. Completely forget about the marathon weekend. Dumb. Not overtly an asshole at the moment.
But to your point, like, if the question is, because what's the actual am I the asshole question? The specific one? Is it just for not letting him go?
She's asking that because she's upset about him wanting to go to the party.
So
So
to Josh's point, yeah, the idea of like, if he already turned it down, but you're like in this, yeah, but I don't like that you even brought up the idea of wanting to go.
Right.
And it still bothers me. It's like, you might need to work through something there because there's a lot of the time, like my wife, where I've posed something I've wanted to do that was totally in opposition to what she wanted.
Yep.
And we had a back and forth and I was like, no, that's right. Let's make this day about that thing. And it was fine. And like, but if she continued to be like upset, be like, but you still wanted to do that thing? It's like, yeah, I did until we talked about it. And then we decided together that we're not going to do that.
We came to a
and then I was
compromise.
fine 5 minutes later.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
no big deal. So
there is a potential that either one of them could be the asshole in this situation. At the moment, I say no assholes right now, but
Okay.
Yeah.
with the potential of it could turn very quickly either way.
John, did he ever invite OP to the party with him? Or
Yeah,
was
he
he
did.
just like, okay, he did.
Yeah, she says she doesn't want to go. She's invited to the party. She just doesn't want to
Okay.
go because
So
of like
then,
the
yeah, I agree.
preparation.
No, I don't think there are, with what we have, any
I see where
assholes.
you were going, Sean, though. If it was just him.
If
and
he was just like,
see
yeah,
ya.
I want to go to my
Yeah, if it was
coworker's
just him,
party, I'd be
then
like,
that's fair.
wait a
That's fair.
second.
you're
Yeah.
cool just chilling here, right? With your mom and dad in a hotel room, which is
You obviously
always
don't
super
wanna-
fun.
You don't want to leave your friends. They came all the way to here to see you.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
I like where you guys are going. There's part of me that is a little bit more like I agree with what you guys are saying. There's part of me that's kind of also agreeing with what Reddit is saying.
Mm.
Reddit's going full blown asshole in
Okay.
this scenario. So, top comment for this one, Flat Replacement 4828 commented, "You're the asshole. Hun, this party isn't taking place during the damn marathon. This has nothing to do with your event, nor will it affect his ability to support you in this. He's missing nothing by going since y'all have no other plans at that time. Like, why are you even mad right now?" For context too, it seems like the party is a Halloween party, which falls on a Friday. And if Googling when the New York City Marathon is, that's going to fall on the Sunday. Sunday.
Oh, it's a whole
Okay,
2
so
days.
Morning.
there's a day between.
I thought
So
it was
there's
the
a
next
day-
day.
Yeah,
there's
I
a
did
day
too.
in
That's I
between.
was like, that would make me upset because like you're about to go to a party that you're probably gonna get drunk at until
Yep.
like 2 a.m.
Come
and
back,
I have
wake
to
me
start
up.
at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
or whatever for this marathon. But if you have a day, that does add a little bit of leeway. in his
right.
direction. I will give him
And-
that.
And a lot of people are saying too, it's like, you're also forcing your boyfriend to stay with your parents in that room, like sharing a room with your parents, like even though you guys also have been only dating for 8 months during this scenario. So that's also an awkward situation. And at the end, people are saying that it should be your responsibility to entertain your parents, because there's a part where saying like, oh, what are my parents going to think? Why is he dipping out? It's like, they're your parents. That's your responsibility to entertain them. So that's what a lot of people are saying, that like, hey, there's no plans. It's not, there's like a day gap in between. He's still there to support you. You were invited to the party, but you decide not to go. Why are you getting mad if, you know, he wants to go in this party? So
Yeah, that's
I'm leaning a little bit more towards Reddit because of the gap of the day. And also like,
That said, though,
I think it's still a bad idea.
I wish I go back to my opening argument, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I go back to that.
I wish you were a part of that episode. You versus
The
Sean
court
would be
episode, yeah.
crazy.
You guys love approaching the bench, by the way, which never happens in court cases. Like rarely, if ever.
I'm gonna
you
be
gotta
honest.
get right up in there.
We have no idea what goes on in court.
Probably for a good thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
a good record to keep. But going back to like at the beginning of like, and I would love to know if that top comment was a dude. Because again, it's like, you're right. You are technically right.
Yeah.
But is it the smart thing to do with your part? Again, you're the entire point.
Mhm.
That's why maybe I'm leaning again towards Josh, is nobody's really an asshole here. It's a little bit more of a nuanced argument.
Yeah.
Because I do think there's something to be said for you are going here for the express purpose of her. This is an
Yeah.
extra thing. You wouldn't be wrong if you went, or for wanting to go. I get the opportunity.
Yeah.
But it's one of those, I know it's a cliche and it's not always okay, but like it's like a happy wife, happy life kind of thing where it's like, hey, I'm here on your trip with your with your family. Let's just keep it to us. Let's just make this. We're here for 3-4 days. Let's just do it for us. We're here for your race. It's smarter for you in the long run, I think, to kind of just acquiesce to your family, and instead of being technically right that you can go to this party.
That's how I feel with like, this reminds me of a story we had recently where it's like, you know, if this is a bachelor party, I'm there for the bachelor party. I'm not doing any side quests. I'm not going out to do anything. I'm there for that person. This isn't a bachelor party, but there's a reason for the trip. It's not just a trip for fun.
Mhm.
Right.
So if there's a reason for the trip, you got to kind of, I don't know, in my opinion, it's best to just stay with the plan and honor
And it's
whatever
early.
the purpose is.
It's early in the relationship. Maybe she wants him to get to know the family. Like it's an outing with the family for the first time. Probably it's like
Mhm.
Yeah.
I do think it's wild to share the room with the parents.
That's
I think,
smart. I would be.
That-
It would be
I was
awkward
going to
for
go,
me.
that is confirmed in the story, right? They're all sharing
Yeah.
a room.
They're all sharing a room. Yes,
that's crazy.
Wild.
that is, and that's so early. I could see it if it was like they're married or like dating for a long time.
yeah.
5 to 8 months
Even
sharing
that,
a room with your
no.
parents.
Mom and
that.
Dad, get your own. We can get the adjoining door gimmick. That's fine. Whatever. Knock at 7 a.m. and bring us some coffee. That's cool. But no, dude, that's wild to me.
Yeah,
It's a little
that
over
is-
the
so
top.
I agree. There's part of me that agree with what Reddit is saying, but I also like the way you guys approach the no one's asshole in here, because you guys are right. Like the whole purpose of this trip is because she won the luck of the draw. Like being
Mhm.
able to be accepted in the New York City Marathon is a big deal for a lot of people.
Probably trained a fuck
And-
ton.
A ton, yeah. And in essence, this trip should be all about her, which
And all I'm going to
completely
say
makes sense.
to my guy out there is, without getting too explicit, I know we can curse and we can get spicy, but like, let's just say the relational act of love, it lowers or it raises endorphins, it lowers stress, it improves performance. So like, I mean, brother. I mean,
Not
if
next
you're
to the
there,
parents. Not next to the parents.
well, that's what I'm saying. You need your own hotel room. That's the wild work for me.
And there's
like,
a
you
lock on the
guys
bathroom
can-
door.
Oh,
Like,
there you
dude,
go.
I mean, how many points would you score if, give her a nice, foot massage before, the day before her race, all that
Yeah.
stuff. You could, again, you're not wrong, dude, but you could score huge points if you're very serious about this relationship, which I hope you are going on a trip like this, by staying in and just kind of, supporting her. Again, just getting her prepped. It's, again, not wrong, but you have a huge opportunity to score big points that you could miss out on.
I like
Mhm.
that.
I like that.
It's good advice.
Comments, chat, let us know what you think about this. Because I see both sides, to be honest. All right, moving on to the next story. This one is cross-posted from our subreddit by Asparagus Witty. The title is, "Am I the asshole for expecting my sister to pay off my credit card?"
Wow.
You used it.
Huge ask.
What if she used it though?
If she, yeah, that's a big. If she ran up the bill, I'm gonna take the left swing and say this was some weird thing when they were kids. Who was like, when we're both like 30, I promise like one big favor, and like he's cashing in now. I'm like,
Whoa.
You said it. You said anything, and now I'm 30 grand in credit card debt, sis, and I need some help.
That's genius. I got to call my brother right back.
It's a wild swing, but you can't, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Fair enough.
Michael Scott.
Michael Scott, Wayne Gretzky.
Matt Rule.
slash.
I'm going to go not the asshole, just because I think it's maybe she spent something or broke something. And
yeah, because otherwise,
huge ask.
How could you ever, anybody sanely justify that? But it is Reddit. So.
That's true.
But as Reddit could be the ending to a lot of the things.
Yeah,
but it is Reddit. Yeah.
That should have been our podcast title, actually.
Damn.
Not too late to rebrand.
Did you get your prediction, Sean?
Oh, what did we all say? Not the asshole.
Okay. All right.
There
Well,
we
let's
go.
get
You really
to it.
put a lot of thought into that one.
Too much, to be honest. I, 19 female, usually spend $500 a month at college because everyone else comes from wealthy families. If I want to hang out with people, they usually suggest expensive activities, so I have no choice but to spend money if I want a social life. I work a part-time job, but I don't earn enough, so my parents have been paying off the rest. They're fine with this arrangement because I earned a prestigious scholarship that covers my tuition, and they want me to fit in. My sister, Brenda, 23 female, recently landed a job out of college making 6 figures annually. My parents said that she can live at home for free, so I've been nagging my sister to open up a credit card for me. That way, she can get billed for my spending rather than my parents. My sister is vehemently opposed to this idea since she already had plans to save up money to move out as quickly as possible. A few days ago, I was joking about all the nice things that I could finally buy once she gives me a credit card. Brenda was quiet the whole time, so I backed off the top. Matt's just like, what the fuck?
What the God? This, oh my God.
But it's Reddit.
I know, but it's Reddit. Oh, my
title of the episode, but it's Reddit. But when I brought it up recently, she totally blew up in my face. My sister screamed at me for acting like a, quote, spoiled Ivy League bitch, and accused me of never working hard for anything in my life. She calls me spoiled even though she's the one who chose to go to a more expensive college, knowing that our parents would help her pay off the extra student loans. While I was in high school, I saw how they struggled to make ends meet because of her choices. I started working after school so I could help them out. My parents said not to mention my job to Brenda so that she wouldn't feel guilty for getting her education. I suspect my parents tiptoe around the topic of her school since she was so clearly disappointed by her college acceptances. Brenda knows that money has always been tight for our family, but she insists on living at home for free, and she's trying to save up rather than helping out her parents. We both know that our parents will never force her to pay them, and I think that she's just taking advantage of their generosity. I had to make sacrifices for our family, so it's not fair that Brenda's able to freeload. I think my spending now is making up for the fun that I missed out on during high school because of her. Covering my spending is the least she could do to help the family out. So am I the asshole?
My God,
1,000
yes.
times.
I'm so dizzy from all the loopholes we just went through.
So, oh my God, there's so many plot. You have so many holes in your story. It's
Oh
not
my
even
God.
funny.
Just like
Oh,
for it to be like she decided to go to this school where she came out of and got a 6-figure job. It's like, well, that's why she went to that fucking school.
yeah.
And like,
Well, it's just cap on her feeling any type of like, oh man, look at all the things she put our parents through. When you're actively putting your parents
doing
through
that now.
Dude, and she's like, she saw they struggled to help pay off her college debt. By the way, anyway, they pay off like a good chunk of my expenses every month because
not
I
schooling,
worked so no
partying
not-
or
yeah.
whatever.
she had me in the first 10 seconds. I was ready for the Hallmark movie. Like, I'm in at like Harvard. I'm on a scholarship, just scraping by. My family could never send me here. I'm struggling. Maybe that's a minority character too.
Sure.
Like, you know what I mean? All this stuff. Like, it's a real heartfelt bootstraps. And then she lost me like that. Like, holy, you lost me so fast.
Third sentence. I was like okay.
All that poor person struggling. Oh my God. But man, yeah, how do you go from like, I busted my ass getting a scholarship and like to try to help out the family and getting myself to college and everything, to being one of the most entitled people. I think to ask someone to cover the phrase, what was it? Think of all the nice things I could buy if my sister started paying a credit card. Not, oh my God, like I could finally have lunch again.
Food. Yeah.
I've been skipping lunch for 6 months. Or my books have gotten more expensive every year. I could stay in the course of study that I wanted to because
that's understandable because that's not that's a need.
Yeah, things like that, or whatever. Even if it was like I need a computer or a calculator, TI-83, to keep up with all the smart kids.
Yeah, the rich smart kids.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that is an entitled asshole.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a funny word for nepotism, Josh.
Exactly. Well, that is what it is. But yeah, it's just crazy to be like, yeah, my sister is benefiting from my parents. Well, in the same breath being like, I am also benefiting from them.
Very, very strongly. Yeah.
Okay. So now she owes me. How does that work? Like she has gone through the same steps you have probably, and came out of it and got a good job. And now she can pay for whatever she wants. Probably paying off a lot of her student debt.
I know she said her parents helped a little bit, but I'm sure she still has debt remaining.
I'm sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The other thing is too, like, it sounds like the sister kind of had her ducks. That's a very common thing, even with a good paying job. Go back home for a little bit, get your stuff settled, and then you move into your own place. And let's not forget those of us down here. I mean, I know probably it's the same, especially in the Toronto area, but like, I don't know what 6-figure it is, but if it's $100,000, it doesn't go as far as you think. Especially if you're in a major metropolitan area, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that very personally. And like, so, I mean, even 100, 120 is incredible for anybody. Don't get me wrong. But if you're living in San Francisco or LA or like Chicago, New York or anything, you're in the middle. Like if you're lucky.
And on top of that, you're paying off student debts that you came out of some Ivy League school, right?
Yeah.
So that's how many thousands and thousands of dollars you're paying off there probably.
But it's my week for bottle service, sis. Oh my God.
Freaking the sister out here like grinding, working hard, and just like, but what about my fun?
Yeah.
Where's my fun?
Oh, just so entitled.
Well, they provided an edit. Let's see.
Context. I'm sure it clears everything up.
Let's see if it helps out their case at all. Okay, let's find out. Edit. To be clear, I'm not actually asking for $500 a month. I spent $500 a month, but I have a job, so I'm able to cover most of my own expenses. Right now, I'm on a credit card that my parents pay off, but I give them back all the money I earn at the end of the semester. So in reality, I only cost my parents about $100 to $200 a month. My sister's college loans cost them way more than that, but she insists on not paying any rent or contributing to household expenses. My parents won't force her to, but I think I could convince her to take the $100 to $200 per month of cost away from my parents by giving me a credit card. Even if I cut my social life way back, I think $100 to $200 would be a reasonable amount to ask to cover basic living expenses. I basically helped pay for her college education by working in high school, but now she's refusing to help pay for mine despite being in a great spot financially. She's never acknowledged how much our parents and I sacrificed to help her through school and still feels entitled to live rent at home.
Why is she taking the credit for paying for anything for the older sibling? What the fuck?
She's hanging a lot on this supposed scholarship, which if it doesn't sound like it gave her a full ride, but if it covered 90%, that is an incredible thing.
Great.
That's fantastic. But to then again now use that and weaponize it against your sister who had to take out more loans than you did is ridiculous. But I picked up a nugget from there that I think could be a solution. She suggested something about like maybe she gets a credit card. Please. Yes. Mom and dad help her open a credit card in her name only.
Yeah.
And let's see what happens. And
let's see if it's actually
if you think your expenses aren't that crazy, then look, we'll agree to pay $100 a month of this credit card in your name.
Yeah.
In your name. Everything else is yours. So I believe that you can keep, I believe in you. You earned that scholarship. So I know what you can do.
You know math.
And then watch it balloon to like a $1,000 bill because she's going out to restaurants and bars. And,
first week.
Yeah. Oh. So let her learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I think the parents would have to cover it in the end. So it's like
that these poor parents.
Yeah, I know.
The sister again sounds like she's got a plan. She's got it together, but still, like parents now are putting her up. They're taking care of the girl at college and everything like that. And they're the ones just handing out shekels.
I don't know if I believe the unreliable narrator on the deal with the sister living with the parents. I imagine she might be covering groceries or something like that. Who knows?
And also, those are their kids. Of course, they're gonna take care of them. That's what parents do.
Yeah,
do.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right.
That's insane.
But it's Reddit, right, guys?
But it's Reddit.
That was the worst way it could have gone, actually.
All right, moving on to the next story. This one is posted by Cold_Try662. The title is, "Am I the asshole for leaving my friend stranded after she showed up late for the third time?"
No.
Yes. I'm going to go, the devil's advocate is in the building.
Okay.
Because depending, the context for me, the key, the clink, what is it? The
linchpin?
The linchpin, yes. Will reside
Big
on.
words for us, Sean.
Right? Big word for me, apparently.
That's that tag team.
Yeah. Is going to rely on where they were abandoned. Like, did it leave her waiting on her own front porch or their own front porch? Then okay. But like, is this a parking lot at midnight in a bad part of town? You know what I mean? Is this on a hiking trail in the middle of nowhere? So then maybe. So I'm gonna need to know location.
I see your vision. I'm gonna go not the asshole just because people being late is tough. It's tough, and I can see how it can be annoying. But I do, with the stipulation that if you leave them in the middle of fucking nowhere with no cell reception, I agree with you.
But they were late, Josh.
How late is late?
That's the other question.
That's a good question.
That is true.
If I'm 15 minutes late, relax, buddy.
15 is bold. That is like
15. That's what it takes for a restaurant to take your reservation back.
That's a college class getting to go home because the teacher didn't show up late. That's a big level. There, I'll give a little wrestling story here. There's a famous wrestler named Sami Zayn. Real name Ramy Sabai, proud Canadian.
Ooh,
that guy's fucking awesome, by the way.
He's one of the best. Good friend. When I was in developmental down in Florida, which was before we were on like TV and the main roster in WWE, we would ride together a lot to shows. And so we would always have to account for what we called Ramy time. So he's the guy in the group who, when you say you're going to meet at 10, you know he's going to show up like 10:15, 10:20.
Right.
So like you have to tell him 9:30 if you want to leave at 10.
I've never felt more validated.
Sammy Sean.
So like there are those people, and like it's always a struggle between like, that's just Guy, that's just Sammy, that's just Sean, that's just whoever, and you love them in spite of it? Or is it a horrible, horrible habit that has screwed you multiple times? So
I think the thing is, I have a friend who, when we were in college, habitually late, and I'm talking 45 to an hour.
Ooh.
To meals.
That's disrespectful.
They have reservations.
You're
I'm
no
like,
longer
brother.
late. You're not coming.
Yeah. Or like I used to dance a lot. An hour late to dance practice every time. I'm like, brother.
The practice is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to get a spot.
I know
of course.
they're the type 2 to then be mad that you ordered food when they're an hour late
You,
to
you
dinner.
started
or
eating
whatever.
without me,
What?
bro?
What?
Yes.
I'm starving.
An hour.
We
brother.
left you a mozzarella stick. It's
Yeah.
cold and over there.
I'm so traumatized by being late because I've always been threatened. You're late, you go to jail. I'm like, okay.
That military.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
that's right.
That
Oof,
would-
the shit out of me.
Fair.
Anyways, all right. Story goes as this. Hey guys, I'm 23 and I drive a small Honda Accord, and I usually give my friend Tiana, who's 22, rides to work since we live close by and start work around the same time. We both agreed that she helps with gas every 2 weeks and I pick her up on my way.
Nice.
It worked fine for the first month without any problems. After the first month, she started running late very frequently. Every single time I text her, I'm outside, and she'd take 10 or 15 minutes to come out, sometimes even longer. I've tried being patient, but I kept showing up late to work because of it. My boss even noticed once, which isn't a good sign, so I decided to talk to her about it. Last Friday, I warned her that I'd only wait 5 minutes because I couldn't afford another late mark to risk my job. When I pulled up, I texted her, "Here." She said, "1 sec." After waiting 5 minutes, I called, but she didn't answer. I waited another minute and called again, and same thing. I then left. About 15 minutes later, she spammed my phone with tons of messages saying I abandoned her and made her walk in the heat and that she missed the first part of her shift. I told her I was sorry, but I had already warned her multiple times. She said I should have waited because that's what friends do. She hasn't spoken to me since, and one of our mutual friends said I was kind of harsh and could have just waited 5 extra minutes to keep the peace. Now I'm wondering if I was too rigid about it. I know life happens, but I feel like she just doesn't respect my time. So am I the asshole?
Hell no.
No, a real
Nah.
friend wouldn't make you late for your job. That's what I
Yeah.
would respond with.
I mean, you waited
Multiple
7 minutes.
Yeah.
And
That's
the big
crazy.
thing, I think, is always a common thread throughout these. And just like our first one,
Yep.
communication. If he had just decided one day, like, I'm waiting, I waited too many times, I'm just going, and didn't say anything, maybe he's a little bit of the jerk. He's a
Yeah,
little bit of an asshole.
sure.
Like, I didn't even know it bothered you that much. I'm so sorry. I'll be on time next time. But he laid it out. Just like our first story, laid it out. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you this window. You can't fit that window. I got to go. My job is, my performance is on the line here too.
Yeah.
The only thing I'll say, the only little leeway I'll give
Ooh.
is how many times, because like, is this like 20? He didn't say, he was like multiple times, right? It was like
Right.
that after being late multiple times. That could be 2 weeks it could be 7, 8, 9 days, or it could be like 2 days. I think I'd give more than like 2 or 3 days of lateness before I'm implementing a harsh cutoff time.
I think the only thing I would say is once OP's
Once the
boss,
boss
started noticing,
notices.
that's when it's
Yeah.
like, all right, well, that's enough times.
100%.
No matter how many times it was, it's like, all right, I got to, figure this shit out. So yeah, I agree. If it's like 2, it's like, I mean, everyone's late every once in a while. But like, as soon as your boss starts noticing, it's like, well, shit, my ass is on the line now.
Yep.
So I got to have a conversation with my friend. They did that. And then the friend was still late. It's like, what are you doing? Are you using my text in the morning as a wake up call to get ready? Like, what the fuck? What's
Probably.
taking 15
Yeah, right.
minutes?
That, I mean, again, he could have tried the Rammy time
Sammy time.
technique. That's right.
Yeah.
You text when you're 10 minutes away and say, I'm here.
Low-key, that's what I was thinking.
He shouldn't have to be fair. He shouldn't have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do
he
that.
shouldn't have to.
But that was an option.
Right.
I will say my friend group a lot of the times is lying on dinner time reservations. It's always 30 minutes after the time we all say it is, because we're all habitually like, we'll get there. Just with traffic and Houston, it's just like, all right.
Yeah.
Also, when I see a time, I don't know what it is with my brain. If it's no matter where I'm going, I'm like, I can get there in 10 minutes. Why? No way. No way
true.
in Houston can I
That's
get there in
true.
10
Bro.
minutes.
When we were in Houston, you're like, oh, that's 30 minutes away. And it was never 30 minutes away.
It would
It's
be like
always
an
a
hour
little
and a half
longer.
drive.
Chicago's the same thing. It depends on the time of day. There's so many places. It's a jump on the highway 10, 15 minutes. But man, if it's after 3 p.m. on a
Oh,
weekday, between
cooked.
3 and
It's
like
done.
7 p.m., I'm spending 15 minutes to go, half a mile or something
Yeah.
like that
Yes.
sometimes. So yeah, that is, it's brutal.
I got a haircut after work one time. I think my barber shop was 5 miles away. 50-minute drive. I said, what is going
my
on?
God.
Fastest route available, 50 minutes. I said, no way.
Well, you know what they got to do, Sean? Add another lane.
That's what
We
Houston
got like
thinks.
10 lanes here in
They
Texas
both,
already.
we have
Yeah.
the largest, widest highway.
Widest
in all the
highways
nation.
and no speed limits, and you still have the world's worst traffic.
Well,
It's
they just-
almost like if we just, I don't know, made like a subway. I mean,
one
not
more.
a subway, but
Some
a
public
railway
transit.
system
Please.
or some kind of public transit.
Yeah.
That might alleviate it. No.
What about the rich oil people, Sean? You're excluding them. That's very
I fucking love
exclusionary
rich
we
for the
need
guys.
more
billionaires.
cars on the road.
Come on now. You got to cater to the billionaires here, Sean.
I'm fucking sick of this place.
You're telling me I fucking hate Texas. And Reddit deemed not the asshole for this one. Top comment, infamous purple 3131 commented, she hasn't spoken to me since, and one of our mutual friends said I was kind of harsh and could have just waited 5 extra minutes to keep the peace.
No.
Tell that mutual friend to drive the inconsiderate late person to work.
Yeah.
Which is true.
if
And,
your job's on the line, then you can wait for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Also, my thing is, if you could pay for my gas every 2 weeks, I think you could pay for an Uber this one time.
True. Yeah.
No kidding. Yeah. And they talk about how they had to walk and were like sweaty and like missed their shit. I'm like, we couldn't, we don't know exactly how far work is or whatever. But
Yeah.
if you considered walking, it can't be like crazy far. So
No.
Yeah.
Uber would have been reasonable, at least for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's true. And this is our advertisement to create more freaking public transportation, people.
Yes.
Golly.
Yeah, John is experiencing the feeling I have anytime I visit a walkable city and then come back. I'm like, what the fuck?
I literally just landed from New York yesterday, Matt, and like I walked like basically 15 miles a
Yeah.
day, and I'm like, it feels nice. I would rather do this. Than
The
sit on
problem
Ubers.
then is though, we run into is like, once you get it, now it's like we're having a huge problem with the CTA here in Chicago. It's like, hey, how about you fund it? and fix the things that aren't working about it. And then, so I'm not waiting 30 minutes for a train. So it's like, it's a wonderful convenience. It just doesn't work now
Yeah.
as often as
Yeah.
it should. So
you got to maintain it.
and they don't want to do that. They don't want to give
Mm.
public money for infrastructure. What a concept.
Oh.
Crazy.
Well, I will be in Chicago next month, so I might be asking you for some recommendations.
Let's go.
Oh,
hell
hell
yeah.
All right. Next story. Well, actually, last story before we head to our Patreon section and YouTube members. Again, if you want 2 bonus stories, guys, head on over to patreon.com/cultivate podcast network or join YouTube, our YouTube membership. 2 bonus stories and all the perks that you get from that. Links are going to be in our show notes. Last story of the day. This one is posted by Relevant Writing 417. The title is, Am I the asshole for refusing to let my fiance's best friend move in with us?
We don't have genders, but
My
this
fiance's best friend.
is totally a dude wanting his girl best friend to move in with
That
him and his
would be
fiance.
insane.
Ooh,
That's
that would be
totally what
wild.
this is. That is a Reddit classic. That is a
Wow.
Reddit
But
classic.
it's
I've seen
Reddit.
this episode before. It's a good one.
Matt's gonna come out with a new podcast, but it's Reddit, and we're gonna be like, son of a bitch.
Yep.
It's going to launch it in the top
Penny,
10.
penny. That's a verbal contract. It's a
Damn
verbal
it.
copyright.
We should have never had an expert on the show.
What are you guys thinking, Josh, Sean?
I was guessing it was like, buddy needing to crash on a couch or something.
Could be that too.
Which in some cases, sure, fine. If your friend's down on their luck, need a spot to stay. It's just how long. And that's where I think you're going to be not the asshole.
Yeah. I am an introvert person. I need my space. When I found my person, love sharing space with my wife and everything like that. But
Mhm.
I'm happy to let someone stay if they need it.
Yep.
But even I will say this out loud in front of the world, even my best friends on earth, if you're coming here to visit me, unless it's at all possible, you're getting a hotel room
Yeah.
or an Airbnb
Fair.
or whatever. Like, it's just, I love you to death. But if it's an absolute, or like you said, down on their luck, they just need something. They need a couch to sleep on for a few days, weeks even. I get it.
Yeah.
But if it's just, Tim's coming to stay. He's cool. Tim's chill. Tim's chill as fuck. You're gonna love him, babe. Dude's he's got a huge bong. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
He grows weed out of his car.
Yeah. If it's just the fiance, and I'm making assumptions now. We haven't heard genders yet, but yeah, if it's just a dude wanting to hang out with his college buddy again, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Wait, this is OP is for refusing?
OP's the one refusing.
Musing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll say
Yeah.
not the asshole OP.
All right, story goes as this. My husband's best friend just broke up with his long-term girlfriend and needs a place to stay. My sweet husband immediately offered our place without asking me
Tough.
first.
That's
Ooh,
rude.
that's
Huge mistake.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the first person
made
you
a
talk
huge
to.
mistake.
Here's the kicker, guys. He said Chris could crash in our guest room just for a few months until he gets back on his
Oh.
feet. Ooh.
What?
Months.
My brother.
I was quite taken aback. I mean, the dude is just having an emotional breakdown. Why house him for a few months? I like Chris fine, but he's messy. He leaves dishes everywhere, never cleans up, and when we've hung out in the past, he's always borrowing stuff without asking. Like the dude just takes things like he owns them. I know if he moves in, I end up being the one dealing with the mess because my husband is more laid back. I told husband that I wasn't comfortable turning our new home into a bachelor pad right after moving in together. Yes, we just built it and we're newlyweds. Back to the story, I said Chris can stay for a couple weekends if he really needs to, but not months. My husband got frustrated and said I was being selfish and that if it was him, he'd never leave any of my friends hanging. Now, it's turned into a bigger fight. Some of my friends agreed with me and understood that we're just starting our lives together and we need space to bond without interference. But some of his friends, and even my brother, said I should be more understanding because in life, we have to render help to those in need. I mean, I get where they're coming from, but how does a relationship break down a man?
Mhm.
Hubby is still angry with me, but be my judge, am I actually being unfair? Would most people let their partner's best friend stay for a few months, or am I right to protect our space?
You're not wrong.
No, you're not.
Yeah, like
You're not.
And no asking is also tough.
that's
That's
what
the
it is.
part.
That's
yeah.
that's what it hinges on. It's like
Yeah.
I could be okay with a few months if we've talked about it and discussed like boundaries that I'm okay with in our own home and how we're going to deal with any issues that come up. He didn't do any of that. He just was like, yeah, come on over, Chris. Well, you can hang out for a few months at our place. It's like,
And
What the fuck?
newlyweds, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
moved in. Yeah.
Just
Brand
moved
new
in.
house.
Bro. All right.
Yeah.
Marriage lesson number 1. Unilateral decisions don't exist anymore when
Don't
it comes
work.
especially to your home.
Correct.
Yeah.
It is not a thing.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
And-
like,
And
oh.
OP even compromised, saying, you know what? Few weeks, fine. Your
Yeah.
friends down on their
Yeah,
luck.
that was just very nice.
That was
generous.
I wouldn't even be
Yeah,
like, there's
couple
no question. I'm
weeks
like,
is very generous.
hell no. You got a weekend at most, to be honest.
Because at the end of the day, like, yeah, is it like a terrible thing that's happened to him? You know, they broken up. Sure. Is it a few months recovery where you need to be at your friend's place? No.
That's the other, unless, I mean, again, we don't have the is he unemployed? Maybe that played into why he got his ass dumped. I don't
Could
know.
be.
That's a good point.
Because if he had a quasi decent job and was covering his half of whatever him and his previous girlfriend's, arrangement was, you would maybe, even if it was a crummy studio apartment, he could find something, you would
Yeah.
think.
Exactly.
So I wonder if he's that down on his luck as well. But it also makes me think if he's not, obviously he's not going to bring any furniture, nothing with him. So probably just has some bags of clothes. Does this guy only have one friend?
Well, no,
That's good.
but the thing is,
there are
You
other
serve
friends.
for a couple weeks,
Yeah.
even if it's a couple weeks with John, a couple weeks with Tim, a couple
Yeah.
weeks with Craig, a couple weeks with Stinky Pete, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
One week with Stinky Pete.
One
That's
week with Stinky Pete. But until, hey, I got my shit together and I can find my own place.
right.
But to just be like, no, I'm hunkering down with my main man, whoever over here, whether his wife likes it or not, is bold.
yeah, because that's the thing. It said in the post that the friends are upset with OP because she's
hell,
You
even
let him
OP's
stay
brother.
with him.
Hell, even
Yeah,
OP's
exactly.
brother. How
Yeah.
about OP's brother taking the
Yeah.
friend? How about that?
exactly.
The
It's like
fiance or the married, right? Yeah, married.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
husband. So her brother is taking her husband's friend's side.
Yeah.
That's
Terrible.
wild.
You can take them both then, actually.
That's bro code gone way wrong. That's way wrong.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts, Sean?
No, it's just, in what world, like, is this worth, when you didn't ask in the first place, why is this worth a fight? You know what I mean? Like, why would you choose, this is what you want to, the hill you want to die on is beyond me. I don't get it.
No.
Yeah. You didn't ask for permission. I mean, she came up with a compromise on her own.
Yep.
So it's just, I don't get why you're mad.
Top comment for this one, and Reddit deemed not the asshole for this one. Glory IV commented, not the asshole. You have a bigger problem than the mooch who is going to be on your couch though. And that's that your new husband thinks he can invite people to live with you without even discussing it with you.
Mhm.
Whatever you end up doing with Chris, you've got to fix that issue. It sounds like your husband views his friends' needs as being more important than his partner's, which you guys summed it up perfectly in your assessment as well. This is rough for a newlywed to be dealing with.
Yeah. This would be like, you should be peak communication right now and like, like being on the same page.
Dude, if I'm a newlywed and like, I'm going to hope, excited to move in with my partner and then start our
bonus
life.
Points,
and
Matt, right?
You
The
know what I mean?
bonus
Yes,
points.
of course. Absolutely.
You've been
And,
running
like, and all that
marathons
stuff-
all over the house. Shit.
No kidding, bro. And then like my buddy, who again, the sweet golden retriever nature of this guy, I'll give the credit for what it's due for immediately leaping to help out his buddy. But again, I don't know any of my best and closest friends who, if I heard like, hey man, can I stay with you for a couple months right after I moved in with my wife, where I would be jazzed about it. Inside, I might want to help him, but I'd be like, oh, so like, I'd be looking for excuses a little bit to be like, hey, yeah, I got you for 2 weekends, man. But like, we're in the middle of putting our house together and stuff. So like, I'll help you find a place. I'd rather help somebody, like, I'll give you $100 a month.
I was gonna-
like that
I was
girl
gonna
in
suggest,
college.
yeah.
I'll give you $200 a month towards your apartment fee.
Yeah.
If you don't stay with me.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of like hotel chains right now, especially extended stays, where they have monthly rates. So maybe you can, go out with, a bunch of your friends, be like, hey, can we crowdfund something to help out our buddy, like be on their fee for like the next couple months, and y'all can take turns or something. It's much cheaper to get. I wouldn't say cheap because it's still relatively expensive, but like those monthly rates do at like, it's not as expensive or, it's not as intrusive as someone being in like, someone's house for 6 months as newlyweds.
Right.
Yeah. No
It's
kidding.
just the mental load of having someone else in your house where you have to feel like, oh, I got to, constantly keep everything tidy. I got to entertain. It's like, you just have those instincts and it's just like, you're always on when someone else is in your house. And so,
especially if OP and the new husband haven't lived together before, and this is a new experience, they're still trying to figure each other out.
Yeah,
and then you add a fucking volatile third into
messy
the mix.
person add to that.
Messy person who's going through a breakup crisis, and I don't know, like this is going to be like sitcom level, like.
This is New Girl situation.
Like just weeping 24/7, lying on the couch watching Dirty Dancing, like 6 times in a day. Using all the Kleenex for whatever he needs to use Kleenex for. Luckily, it's a guest room. It sounds like, and not on the couch like for sleeping. So there's a little bit of privacy, but still,
it's too much.
I agree.
It's a no for me, dog.
For sure. Well, that is it for this week's episode. Wikimaniacs, if you want to hear the greatest introduction of all time, we're going to put that shit behind a paywall, baby.
Oh, my goodness.
Only the rich can hear that. So, but before we close it off, again, we want to say a huge thank you to Matt for gracing us with your presence today. You were absolutely incredible. And I wish we could have you on again. If you'd like to be part of it again.
Please.
Before we close it off, Matt, is there anything you'd like to promote? Whether your work, so that way our Wikimaniacs can find your work.
Sure. I'll jump in. I'll pull a Sean here. TNAmerch.com. TNAmerch.com.
Let's go.
You can get the world's greatest announcers t-shirt that is now available.
Hell yeah.
The only major wrestling company to make merch for its color and play-by-play announcers, I will add.
Hell yeah.
So screw you other guys.
That's sick.
But no, me personally, basically, Drama King Matt, virtually everywhere. Twitch and TikTok, talking video game stuff. And then on all the other socials, IG and whatnot, it's smorgasbord. It's TNA wrestling stuff that I do. My own vlogs and everything like that. So Drama King Matt, absolutely everywhere. You can follow Wrestling with Whiskey. I have not really done much new content in there because I've shifted more of it to some of the wrestling and gaming stuff, but I do still like talking whiskey. So come find me to talk about that stuff. But yeah, Drama King Matt, baby.
Awesome.
Also, Matt, it seems
sorry, before
go ahead.
I do my own podcast. My boys would be very upset with me for not promoting the Rebooked podcast. You did mention at the start. Me, my friend Golden Boy, Alex Mendez, who's a very accomplished esports host, and then a friend of ours who is a writer and producer named Jake Bennett. We host a podcast called Rebooked, where we talk about wrestling from a storytelling perspective. So we're not talking about dirt sheets or backstage rumors or drama. It's all just about analyzing characters and storylines on screen from all three major companies and kind of in fantasy booking where we think these characters could go, et cetera, et cetera. So please check that out. YouTube, Spotify, all the good places.
That sounds
Rebooked
way more
wrestling
fun.
podcast. I don't know, man. Less tea. There's less tea than there is here, but it is fun.
It sounds cool though. I like that idea. I know nothing about wrestling, Matt. The boys have been really excited to have you on, and I've been excited about that as well. But
not for wrestling purposes.
Yeah. But I'm actually excited because I would love to like even know a little bit of the storylines or of something like that, just so that when they start talking about it offline, I know what they're talking about.
Just at least a little bit, a modicum of what they're saying. Yeah.
So I'm going to go check out your podcast just to see to pick up some of the storylines so that's
one.
I can pretend like I know what I'm talking about.
You got 3. What you talking about?
3. Yes, I'll take it. I'll take all that I can get.
Hell yeah.
And also, if there's any Wikimaniacs who happens to be in the voice acting field, please get our boy over
please.
here.
That's something that's my
awesome.
little passion side project that I'd like to do more of. So I have actually an audition next week. So we'll see.
Let's go.
Good luck. But boys, before we close it out, anything else you'd like to announce?
Tickets to our live show could be up right now. I think it was 14 tickets or something left as we're recording. So go check that out. Hopefully they're gone, but hopefully you didn't miss out on the sale. And then redditonwikishop.com, grab the merch before it's November. And then
you know what? You're going to grab the merch and then all of it will be available.
And then it'll be available again. So redditonwikishop.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Matt. You were
Hell
phenomenal.
Yeah. No, you guys are
thank
awesome.
you. Thank you.
This is so
thank
fun.
you. Oh my gosh, we got to have you on again. And Wikimaniacs, thanks for sticking for another episode with us. We will see you next Monday. Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Get therapy.